everyone, welcome back to Alpacas and Stitches. It is March 15th, and as it's not as uncommon in Minnesota, we are in the middle of a blizzard. So I thought I'd start out this episode by introducing you to some new furry members of my family. This here is Lucky. I found him on November 18th, 2024. He arrived with a load of hay. The vet figured he was only about 4 weeks old at the time. He is the sweetest little guy, even though he can be a little stinker. He likes to steal my yarn from me. And then, Joey, come here. Come here, Joey. Joey was playing hard to get. So this is Joey. He's a 2-year-old Morkie, Maltese and Yorkie mix. My dad gave him to me, and Lucky's not done being the center of attention, are you? Yes, Joey can't be the center of attention. So, and my dad gave him to me a year ago. All right, now on to projects. I'm gonna start with some finished objects. Fully finished. I've got 2 fully finished ones. This, I actually finished stitching this in the end of December. And then my friend Julie from Floss Paper Scissors fully finished it for me. The pattern is Wreck the Halls by Silver Creek Samplers. And I decided to do this because last Christmas, or actually the Christmas before last, when I had a Christmas tree, Lucky here kept knocking it over. So this year I didn't even put up a Christmas tree. I actually got a cat condo Christmas tree to avoid the carnage. Lucky, down you go, buddy. Next up, I just finished this yesterday. I started it Friday, and it is a name tag. Pattern is Cross Stitch Name Tag by Frizzy Lizzy Stitches. I stitched it on 18 count Aida and with, I think it was 550 DMC. So it's a nice purple. Then I also finished this month Peony by Shane and Christine. I still have to get a frame for this one. Definitely look like, or definitely want to have this hanging. I think I'm gonna hang it up in my bedroom, along with when I finally finish finish the hydrangea one that is from the same collection. I also have a couple of knitting finishes. The first one I'll have to put a picture of in here. That was All Work No Play by Imagined Landscapes. I gave that one away to a former coworker of mine that has moved on to a different job. And then I finished another gnome. This is Savor the Gnomette, also by Imagined Landscapes. She's very tall. I wasn't expecting her to be quite this tall. I knew she'd be a bigger gnome, but she's good sized. And the funny thing was I was knitting her shawl, and when I had it blocking, it looked like it was going to be a thong. It's kind of funny. But she is knitting her own hat. She's even got a ball of yarn still attached here. And then I used some toothpicks for her knitting needles. I'd like to get some little beads to put on the end, but I haven't found any quite yet that will work for that. Next we have whips. So the whip I've been spending the most time working on this month is what I like to call the sweater that will not end. And this one, I don't remember the original pattern name, but it doesn't really matter since I've done a lot of improvising and pretty much made it my own. But here it is. And I'll post some pictures too. We did a fitting last month with Bill, who is the recipient of this sweater. As I've said, Bill is like, I was wrong, I said he was 6'7", he's actually 6'8". Very tall, and I've got a picture of the two of us together that emphasizes just how tall he is. So I'll insert that here for you to see. My next knitting whip is a pair of vanilla socks. And here I'm once again using the Vita in Paris Valentine box for yarn. So I'm using this one, I think it's Red Beret, for the toes and then the very end of the cuff. And then the main color is Vita in Paris. And I just turned the heel for the second sock. And then my last knitting whip. So I made Nana in 2024. This was the December gnome. And then when I saw the Vita in Paris box, I thought these colors would make such a fantastic Nana. So this one, kind of boring. That is going to be her hair nose color. This is going to be the main color for her cape. And then this is going to be the accent color. And then this light pink is going to be the hat and the top of her body. Next up, I've got my cross stitch whips. So since we are in the middle of a blizzard, I decided it'd be a good day to get out Falling Snow, One Last Time by Shannon Christine. And today, this is the first time I've picked this one up in a while. We haven't had a lot of snow this winter. So here is what it looks like. And the part I've been working on today, I finished this little snowflake here, did this one, and then I started working on a new one here at the bottom. Next, recently I just started, finally, The Mermaid Marina by Autumn Lane Stitchery. And I dyed the fabric for this one myself. I'm using the Called For DMCs. It's kind of hard to see because it's so wrinkled, but I'm working on her tail right there. And I'm not enjoying this project as much as I thought I would. I've been looking forward to it for a long time, and now that I'm doing it, I'm like, kind of feeling meh about it. I think that might be because there's a couple other projects that I'm more excited about. So I pulled out Favorite Toy again. This is by Diane Lair. I've been working on this one, I think almost 4 years now. And my goal for this project is to get 2 pages done. There are 16 pages total. And I am currently on page 13. So right over in the left-hand bottom corner there is where I'm working. And I want to get this first page done. My goal when I said it, it's like, okay, 1 page done by June, have the next page done by the end of December. So I want to get this done actually though by April 20th, I believe, because that is when the next Lola Crow Mystery Sal starts. I love the theme this year. It's After Midnight at the Museum. I'll put the teaser picture here. Some of you probably already have heard about it. I wasn't going to do another Mystery Sal, but the idea of stitching dinosaurs and other prehistoric things was just too good to resist. So I'm really looking forward to that. Yeah, so I want to get this the cat done, so I'm on track for my goals for that one for this year, and then my focus project for the spring and summer can be the Lola Crow Sal. So this year I'm doing a new way of documenting my projects. I bought this book or this journal at the Fall Fiber Festival. I've been looking at buying one of these for over a year, and then she happened to be at the Fiber Festival I was at, so I decided to buy it. And I like it. I think though next year I'll probably get her other book, which is I Made That, just because I don't need everything that's in this book. I more just want to keep track of my projects. But it starts out with a vision board. So made a list of things, my big goals for the year. Get my yarn made. Knit Solaire with Fatima and Toffee's yarn, which is this little project here, or this sweater here. That is designed by Hoki Locutelli. And knit for myself more, which I haven't been doing much of the last couple of years. And then it gives you all kinds of stuff. You can write in patterns, and I wrote the patterns that are on my vision board right here. Fibers, well, alpaca, of course. Style aesthetic, lots of color and comfort. Makers, Vita Lifestyles, Imagine Landscapes. Definitely going to be knitting even more gnomes. I'm going to try to do a gnome a month this year. Colors, purples, natural colors, anything fun. And then other, I didn't put anything in there. How I want to feel, I want to enjoy my knitting, and how I want to grow, learn a new technique. I haven't decided what that is yet. My words to live by, and I'm assuming this has to do with knitting, maybe not, but I put a pattern as just a suggestion. So then it has a monthly planning sheet. I also bought the sticker packet that, for this too, which was it's fun. I like stickers, I mean, who doesn't? Then it has a gratitude journal, and instead of writing the things I'm grateful for, which maybe I am grateful for, wrote what I've been obsessed with this year. And January, I was mainly into hibernating. February was all about the Winter Olympics. And currently, I'm obsessed with Punch the Monkey, because why not? He's adorable. Then there's Yarn Bingo, and I actually use this to write out as a way to track some of my goals. And I've got a cute little yarn stamp that I'm going to use once I start crossing some of these off. And then a list of projects completed. It has room for 36. I think the other one has quite a bit more. This also has I can make a vision board for 2027 at the end of the year, and a few other things, then project logs. So I've currently got 8 projects in here, and I have completed, let's see, I'll show you the things that I'm not really interested in. Game board tracker. And then Mix It Up challenge. Maybe I will try it. I don't know. I just more want some place to document my projects. Let's see. Is there anything else I wanted to show you? I think that's pretty much it for that. So I thought I'd also talk now in these videos about books I've been reading, and I'm really excited this month. On March 28th, my favorite author has a new book coming out. Abby Jimenez. Her new book, actually it's March 24th the book comes out. The new book is The Night We Met, and on the 28th, my sister and I are going to go to her book launch event up in Brooklyn Center, Minnesota, and I'm hoping we can make a whole day of it, do some other fun stuff, and I'll tell you about all that next month. So that's it for projects. Let's go see how the alpacas are doing in the snow. So it's Sunday, March 14th, and Mother Nature just wanted to remind us that we live in Minnesota. We're having a blizzard. There's the road over there. Can you see it? Good morning, Charlie. So I don't know if I've told you about Charlie here or not, but he's kind of a bully. So he has to be in a pen all by his lonesome. Aren't you, Charlie? Because he likes to beat up the other boys. Gotta latch the gate. Good morning, Charlie. So Charlie does just fine with other people, or with people, not other people. But he is very mean to the other alpacas, or the other males. And it looks like they're all hanging out in their barn. I can get their gate open. Good morning, boys. So there is Andy's and Toby. And there's Sven. You ready for breakfast? Huh? You boys can go back in. At least it's pretty. You ready to go have some breakfast, boys? Oh, Sven. Don't be so mean to your pals. You go eat there, mister. Finn's kind of a pig, but they all get along pretty well for the most part. So before the rain started, or before the snow started, we had freezing rain, and now my chain is stuck. Hopefully this hot water will do the trick. There. Now I can get in and feed the girls. Good morning, ladies. Are you ready for breakfast? Gosh, that wind really blew, didn't it? Alright. So last night, I gave them all about 2 days worth of hay. That way I wouldn't have to try and haul that during the blizzard. I filled up all the water buckets, gave them a couple extra. Might have to break the ice on the unheated ones, but that's okay. I can just bring the unheated ones in, break the ice, and pour them into their heated buckets, so I don't have to haul water in this. But I think today, or this month's video, is going to be a blizzard vlog. I'll keep you updated through the day. Okay, boys, I'm gonna leave so you can go back in and get out of the weather. Look at that wind howling. So Charlie is the only one who needed hay. He probably had more than enough, but he always tips his hay over and it was pretty much covered with snow. I dug some out, but it didn't look that great. So he got some fresh hay today. Luckily, he's right by where I keep the hay. So the ladies still have plenty of hay, just gave them their evening grain. Their water buckets look pretty good. In the morning, I might dump a couple of them together. I'm glad I filled up the third bucket, so I didn't have to haul any water to them today. Well, that is it for this snow day at Frosty Acres. I realized that at the beginning of the video, I forgot to introduce myself. So for those of you that don't know, I'm Jessica. And I will see you next month with more alpacas and stitches.